Good morning, everyone. Today we'll talk about the topic the fight to eliminate cervical cancer. So, a decade later, in 2018, the World Health Organization announced an initiative for the elimination of the cervical cancer, and global strategy was formally launched in November 17, 2020, endorsed by 194 countries, India among them also included. So, disease prevention. Cervical cancer is a source of extreme physical misery, emotional strife, and financial hardship. It is the second most common cancer among women in India, with approximately 1 lakh new cases every year and half of as many deaths, which is one quarter of the global burden. The younger women suffer the most with active family and social responsibilities. Women when diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer could develop urinary fistulas, postmenopausal bleeding, extreme sciatic and lumbar pain, obstructions to their uterus, and renal failure. If a person will get diagnosed at early stage, she is lucky because the cancer is curable, but only with the radical uh, surgery or chemo and radiation therapy. There is also a risk of recurrence where the cancer is curable by providing symptom relief, hormone replacement, and other supportive care. It comes at a physical and financial cost. At most, smear screening had been set up, enabling detection of not just cancer but also pre-cancerous stage. In India and other countries, we lack the infrastructure and manpower to implement the screening of all women over the age of 30 years, even once, let alone the recommended 3-year interval period. So, good laboratories were installed so that women can get screened in a day. Every day, even today, despite a national program for screening with visual inspection, the screening coverage does not exceed 5%, even though the promise of the vaccine. So here in this human papilloma virus vaccination entered this scenario in 2006 like superhero for the primary prevention of cervical cancer. The 3 dose of vaccine was issued first. It is reduced to 2 and later it reduced to 1, which provides 85 to 90% of protection against cervical cancer. Over 500 uh, million doses have been delivered worldwide and nearly 4 million in India. There have been no negative effects on reproductive performance, fertility rates, congenital malformations, or menstrual patterns. The human papilloma virus vaccine is remarkable with nearly complete protection against the strains which are present in the vaccine. The first generation of vaccine were directed against the two most virulent strains, the HPV 16 and 18, that account for 70% of cervical cancer globally, but 85% in India. Countries like Australia and the UK, which introduced the human papilloma virus vaccine soon after its launch in 2007 and 8, have already witnessed significant reductions in pre-cancer and cancer. Also, similar reports have come from other countries like Sweden, Denmark, Canada, and United States. So, widespread accessibility. The World Health Organization Cervical Cancer Elimination Initiative envisions making cervical cancer a rare cancer with an incidence rate of 4 per 1 lakh. To reach this goal, we must achieve vaccination of 90% of girls before the age of 15 years. The launch of the national papillomavirus vaccination campaign on February 28, 2026 by the Prime Minister himself signals the highest political commitment to women's health and reproductive rights. So, conclusion, I want to conclude that all parents need to be aware of their opportunities so that their 14-year-old daughter can avail free vaccination at the nearest government health facilities. One small jab will take us towards a cervical cancer free future and a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Thank you.